Together to do that, and we've partnered with the World Parrot Trust. They are one of the leaders in macaw conservation, and they're doing great work for lots of species, but breeding that blue-throated macaw with the goal of releasing it into the forests of Bolivia so we can save that critically endangered species, birds like these and skies like this. It's a pleasure to share it with you places. Now I want to point out a few of our feathered stars that have just shown up. These two behind me are Cletus and Toulouse, and they are blue-throated macaws, the species we were letting you know about. And it might seem like Disney magic that these birds just appear, but it's that positive reinforcement training. All of these birds have learned through baby steps to make it all the way out here, but as you saw, some of them did not land, and that's because they can go wherever they want to. They're able whenever they're ready. And it looks like a lot of them are sticking around, finishing up some of the treats that we've been handing out. If you have any questions, feel free to come up and chat with us. We'd love to talk to you, but whatever you do, enjoy the rest of your year. Happy New Year! Bye!
Thank you for joining us for Winged Encounters. Remember, together we can help ensure amazing sights like these remain in wild places for many generations to come. Enjoy the rest of your adventures here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Feel free to take pictures, hashtag Winged Encounters, and if you want to see another bird experience, it's over the bridge in front of the theater over there. We have a little surprise.
And when they're first growing, they're like,
See all the babies.
You see it? 15 feet. The Catalina and Rosa have their ear knives. It's very common out in the forests of Colombia to research them because they're this big when they're on the trees. So it's really hard to research, like, oh yeah, that one I was researching. But it's easier to be like, oh yeah.
Wildlife Reserve, Castle Rock, once a forest
Travel Safaris, my name is Axel and I'll be your driver for the day, or for the next couple quick safety reminders. Please remain seated and keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck at all times. If you happen to drop anything outside of the truck, I cannot stop to retrieve it. I'll have to call the warden to come and get it for you, so hold on tight. Forest. So let's head on in and see what we can find first. Alright, first up ahead on the right side is the okapi. The okapi is very shy and reclusive. There is a baby okapi back there as well. We know they're related to giraffes because they have very similar facial structures. Coming up on the left is the bongo, also known as the ghost of the forest because it's very good at hiding. Their large horns lean back, which allows them to get through thick and tangled underbrush much easier. The easy way to tell the males apart from the females is by the spotting guide. Those are a lot of the animals we're going to get to see today. Can't guarantee you'll see every single one because they each have different migration, eating, and sleeping patterns. But I have a good feeling we'll see quite a few of them out here, so just keep an eye out. We'll check one more spot here in the forest. It's looking pretty quiet though. On the left, you'll see that big black and white bird. That's the saddle-billed stork. They can get up to about 5 feet tall. It also has a 9-foot wingspan, about as wide as the canopy over your head. Not much in the water, but these big white birds on the right side, those are pink-backed pelicans. They get their name from the coloration of their skin during mating season. And they also have about a 7 to 9 foot wingspan, so they're pretty big too. Let's check the left. I see the Nile hippopotamus on the left side. Fully submerged in the water, I see a few of them. When the hippo is born, it weighs about 85 pounds. It's also one of the most dangerous animals in Africa because it's territorial. They spend most of their days submerged in water to keep out of the heat, and then they come out of the water at night. It goes up to there when you need it, and it goes back down without them even having to wake up. And one last thing, they also don't swim, because they don't float very well, so they mainly just walk along the ground underwater. That's how they get around. The average Nile crocodile is about 16 feet long and weighs 500 pounds. They also consume about half their body weight per meal. So that's 250 pounds of food every time they eat. Upside down tree because it just looks like it took it straight out of the ground and stuck its roots out. It's leafless for about 9 months out of the year, and it can store thousands of gallons of water in its trunk for the droughts. The water stored in its trunk can be consumed by animals who are migrating or who are just thirsty and can't find water anywhere else. That gives it its second nickname, the Tree of Life. You can tell because of their stripes. Their stripes are thicker in the back and they get a little thinner as they move forward. No two zebras have the same stripe pattern because they're all unique just like our fingerprints. And if you were wondering whether they're black with white stripes or white with black stripes, wild dogs, also known as the painted dog because of the pattern on its fur. They're the most successful hunters in the wild, catching about 90% of the prey they hunt. And the way they catch their prey is by chasing it until it passes out from it. A lot of people think they're related to hyenas because they kind of look similar, but they're not. That is the sable antelope, the symbol of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. They're actually pretty tough. They go head to head with lions. They're not scared of their predators at all. These large structures we're starting to pass right here, these are termite mounds. Termite mounds are made out of dirt, spit, and dung. Elephants will use them as scratching posts, and goats and other smaller animals will use them as lookout posts. They stand right on the very top, and that way they get a 360-degree view of any predators that might be coming after them. There's also a Maasai giraffe coming up on their right side. The Maasai giraffe is the tallest land animal on Earth. They can grow anywhere from 18 to 20 feet tall. In fact, they're so tall that when the babies are born, they drop 6 feet straight down to the ground. Ouch. They learn how to walk and run within the first hour of life. They also sleep standing up most of the time, mainly to get away from predators. 1, 2, 3, at least 5 of them over here. Two of them are babies, then their moms, and then the dad. So we'll see them soon, whenever we get moving here. Which should be about now. Yeah, there's quite a few more giraffes coming out here. And another one probably getting in the road up ahead. Maybe not. If you look over on the far right side, you'll see some wildebeest way back there. The wildebeest has one of the largest migration patterns on Earth. 1.5 million to 2 million of them migrate every single year. They learn how to walk and run within the first 15 minutes of life. Mainly because there's always predators after them, so they have to learn how to get away fairly quickly. But if one wildebeest is slowing down the herd, they do have to leave it behind, so it has to learn to adapt. Even the newborns. A couple more things about the giraffe. They only sleep for about 30 minutes a day. They also eat for 20 hours. Basically what that means is their tongue can bend just like our fingers. Helps them grip onto leaves better while they're eating. Their tongues are about 18 inches long, and they're also purple, so it's pretty cool. Here's one more good look at a giraffe on the right. There's one there, and I see a second one a little further up ahead here. I know these are males because they're pretty secluded from any large groups. Elephants are very social and the mothers stay with the young, but when the males reach their teenage years, they go off on their own. Oftentimes they'll form something called a bachelor herd, where it's a smaller group of males traveling around together. We are about to get really up close to these guys. I have a shortcut up here on the right. Alright, here we go. Whoa, never mind, it's closed. Oh, that's embarrassing. This has never happened to me before. At least you get to see the elephant one more time then. Well, since my shortcut's closed, let's keep going because we're taking a long way now. Which means I just extended your vacation by at least a week. You guys should be okay because I have my seatbelt on. You guys just hold on tight, don't make any sudden movements. Here we go. Hey, cool, it's cracked. It's about 3 zip ties holding it together though, so I think we should be good. Hopefully. Seeing some tusk marks in the clay that's coming up here on the right, which could be a good sign that we might see some more elephants around. They like to eat the clay because it provides them with nutrients, and I'm already seeing at least one more over on the far left side. See if I can get a better angle here. Down, so let's go to this side. So again, these are African elephants we're looking for, and one way you can tell them apart from any others is by looking at their ears. Their ears are very big. They're actually kind of shaped like the continent of Africa. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but it's still pretty cool. They're also very smart. They know they have sensitive skin, so they use mud as a natural sunblock. They fling the mud up into their bodies with their trunks, and that helps protect them from the harmful rays of directions. We're also going to see the greater flamingo, the lightest shade of pink out of all the flamingos. They get their color from the brine shrimp they eat, and they are born gray, so if you see some white or grayish ones down there, those are the newer ones that just haven't gotten their full color yet. I think I saw it in the shirt once. Guess we'll never know. The water bug is pretty self-explanatory. They mainly just live near bodies of water. Their skin also lets out an oil, which makes their fur waterproof. As we're looking for these rhinos over here, we have to be very careful because we're about to enter cheetah territory. Cheetahs are hard to see most of the time because they're good at blending in with their surroundings, but I already found at least 3 of them. They're going to be coming up on your left, all laying down right there. So 3 cheetahs there. See if there's any more down the road here. But please don't try to pet one like a house cat because their claws never retract. That does not sound like a good time to me. They're more of a gray color. They get their name from the Afrikaans word bite, which means wide because they have wide mouths. I think the name kind of just got lost in translation. And we'll get closer to them in a minute. At night, which is when they're most active because they sleep about 20 hours a day. Also, a lion's roar can be heard up to 5 miles old, and that's where they live most of the time. They sleep with their tusks sticking out to ward off any predators. They're also in the same family as the domestic pig. Alright, so the rhinos are coming up on the right, as well as another water buck and a few ostriches back there. Ostriches are pretty far back. It's the largest bird in the world. They're also flightless, so they mainly use their wings to help them steer while they run. They run fast, about 35 to 40 miles an hour. There's another one laying down in a puddle over here. I think she's cool enough. There's also a little pile of ostrich eggs on the right side. I said a little pile, but those eggs are really big. Each one of those weighs about 3 pounds. A full-grown human adult can stand on one, wouldn't even crack. Very strong. Nigerian dwarf goats. I'm already seeing a few of them over here. There's one in the back, a couple in the back, a few on top of the house. Yeah, they're kind of just spread out all over the place. And there's a few more way back here as well. Yeah, a good look at this guy here. These goats are all tiny. They're all fully grown adults. As big as they're gonna get. Also, here comes the best part. The splash sign. We made it, we're back at base camp. Just like that. It only took us about 2 weeks to get back, which isn't too bad. Just know they do close at 5 p.m. today, I believe, so. If you're gonna do it, I'd do it sooner rather than